at me filming videos on the regular. I'm literally filming this right after what I got for a Christmas haul, which is kind of fitting. This is, as you see by the title, is a charity shop haul, but it's sort of what I got for Christmas because my mum and I were talking, and mum is charity shop daft like I am, and we thought, instead of, if you're somebody that really loves going to the charity shop, you'll know what I mean by, so when you see things like priced in other shops, you think, I could get so much more stuff from the charity shop for my money than that. So that's what we did. So we gave each other money and we went to the charity shop, and I think it was like £50 or something. I think it was 50. Anyway, and we went to the charity shop and we spent our money and we got stuff from the charity shop. Not because we're like, I don't know, miserable or just getting stuff second hand. We just really wanted to do it, and I would have enjoyed, and you get so much more for £50. Like literally, even if I came up with it, like this giant bag of stuff. And so you just, I mean, what other shop could you go into that, I mean, other than the pound shop, and maybe get 50 things. Anyway, that's what we wanted to do because we really like the charity shop, and I'm just trying to get comfy and we're going to get started. Right, I've got a bag on the top. This has been lying here for quite a while because we went a wee bit before Christmas and done this, and so I've not even washed any of this stuff. I've literally left it here to haul, and I kind of forget what's in it, to be honest. I remember some bits, but some bits I kind of forget. I think there's be like odds and ends in here. Hold on, there's a material thing. You'll see. I got some pretty funky stuff. Anyway, this was in the pound charity shop, and these were £1. Now, I do not know where these are going, but these are going somewhere because they're adorable. I like frogs, and these are little frog. They're 2, and they're silver, and they're quite heavy. I don't know where they're from originally. So these were, yeah, these were £1. I think they were £1 each, so £2 for the pair, and they're just chunky, heavy little frogs. It doesn't have any markings on it to say where they were from originally, but how cute are they with little tea lights in them? So I might put them in my room. My room has now taken on, it's got some silver and some gold in it, so I'm kind of mixing matching metals, so I don't know whether to put them in here or not, but they're definitely going somewhere. They're too cute not to, so there's them. I should have had a basket at the side. Why did I not have a basket? Anyway, what else is in here? Breakables, I think I put in here to remember this I take everywhere with me. I got this on holiday when we were in North Berwick, and it literally, I got it in a charity shop for £1 instead of like buying a £5 bag. I just bought one of these, but it was like second hand. It was like hanging up with our handbags, and I bought this, and it has been the best £1 I've ever spent. It literally, my mum said, Dan, that just seems to expand as you think. You can hold so much, and it's got the long handles that I like because I can put it like over here rather than having to hold bags like this, because I was like, when I'm out I walk with a stick. So yeah, it's just so much easier to use. And anyway, I don't know why I'm rambling on about this. I didn't even get that. I just really like it. Every time I see it I'm like, oh, I really love that. Anyway, this is a tile. I really like tiles. I like putting them on like sort of up as art in my wall, and this is green in the bottom with, it looks sort of handmade. It's got a handmade kind of look to it, like blue polka dots, and then it's got a little bee on it, and you know I love little bees. It actually looks like, I think it was meant to be a coaster, so it's like a little tile and then somebody's put little felt pads on it, so maybe it's meant to be a coaster, but it's probably going up on my wall somewhere, I think, or maybe up on a shelf or something, because I really like it, and I really like the bee, and I just really like it. It's got no markings on it, so I think it might very well have been somebody's actually made it, and I really like it, so it's going up somewhere. Put that down there. This I got just because I really, again, this is from the pound charity shop where everything was £1. Not everything was from that charity shop, but where there should be prices on everything. I was going to say where there's prices, I'll tell you, but this was £1. I usually leave the tags on things, and that's how I know it's not been washed, and if it's not got the tags on it and it smells obviously like my fabric conditioner, I know it's been washed. So that, and I know nothing in this bag's been washed. This is, where are you from originally? I do not think this has any tags on it. It's got no tags on the top. It's got no tags on the dress. I do not know, maybe this is a handmade thing. It doesn't look handmade, but I don't know if somebody, it doesn't even look like someone's cut the tags out. I do not know where it's from, but I think it's awesome. It's got this, is it Orla Kelly, like that kind of like flower design, do you know, is that the right name? Am I using the right name? Do you know what I'm talking, that kind of kitsch, kind of flower, is 70s kind of retro, but it's cotton. It kind of looks like a nightie, but it was in the dress section, and I very much intend on wearing it as a dress and not a nightie. And it does kind of scoop, and you know, like nighties normally kind of go straight down, that does sort of fit in and then go down. So I think that it's not a nightie, and I don't care about tonight or not, I'm wearing it as I'm going out, and it looks like it's got like 3/4 length sleeves with a little red trim, and I just really love this, and it was £1, so there was that. Next thing is taking up a lot of room in this bag. This, I saw it actually came with a hood. I think the hood is off somewhere because there was 2 buttons missing for the hood, so in order to put the hood on I'm going to need to get 2 buttons, and I do not know if it came with a spare button on the inside. I don't think it did. Anyway, this is sort of and I actually kind of like it without the hood anyway, so I'm not fussed about putting the hood back on. I might just take all the buttons off. This would have been much easier showing you. Look how nice that is. Like, you know I'm so into burgundy. I'm wearing a burgundy cut. I just love burgundy. And this is just proper, like, old lady, vintagey looking coat. It looks like suede. It's like a sort of faux suede, but like a plushy. I don't think it's meant to look like suede, but it's like a plushy kind of suede. And it's all fur lined, like the whole lot of it is all like faux fur lined in the burgundy fur, and it's got the collar, and on it it's got, I'm doing a really bad job of showing you this, I hope you're getting the gist of it. It's got like a sort of, it's not flowers, so it's got like a kind of design and like stitching on it, and it's just got buttons down the front, and I just think it's going to look so cosy and warm, and it smells very old lady. It's got that real old lady smell. It does need a wash. I do not mind. I don't really like that charity shoppy musky smell, but this has just got the that kind of old lady perfume kind of smell. Anyway, it does need wash, but I really love it, and I'm looking forward to wearing it, and I think it's going to be really, really, really super cosy. So there's that, and I think I'll have that for a long time. This one my mum spotted for me, and I fell in love with it. I love dungarees. I love pinafores. I love all, like, even the shorts, like, maybe not so much the shorts for summer maybe, but like the dresses, the even long ones down to your ankles, like any sort of pinafore, dungaree type thing up here, like I'm all about it. And this was £3, and this is quite long actually for, it's not like long like down to your ankles long. I think this was originally from Primark, yeah, Denim & Co, which I think is Primark. Right, I'm going to show you, there, so it's like just your typical dungaree. It's in the kind of, it's in that denim that I like, where it's like not too thick, not too thin. It's got pockets on the back, and then it's like about that length, so, and it's got buttons all the way down. Really the worst short of clothes ever, and it's got buttons all the way down the front. I think it's going to hit me like just below my knee maybe, but I really like the buttons. It's got a kind of vintage look to it. I really, really liked it. I think it's in a size 10, so it should fit me. Yeah, size 10 should be alright, because it's not like tight. I'm a sort of 10, 12 I think, but yeah, I really, really love that. £3. I think I'll get a lot wearing that. You can wear it in the summer with a little t-shirt, or you can wear it now with like thick tights and a jumper underneath it. So that is an all year round sort of piece, and I really like it. This I picked up. This is giant. I do like an oversized thing, but this might even be pushing it to the limit. Well, it says medium to large, but it's clearly a medium to large oversized piece, if you know what I mean, because it's like, it looks, there's a lot of material here. It's by the brand Adina. I've never heard of that before. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of it. It's Adina, and it's like a check shirt. It's in a funny material. It's not cheesecloth. Cheesecloth makes it sound horrible. It's actually really soft, but I do not know what the material is. But it looks like that. You're probably screaming at me. It's got little sleeves. I think these can come down. I think they've just been rolled up, and it's just, I'm going to block out my face by showing you this, but can you see it? It's like really, really wide. I'm going to wear this with leggings. I just think it's going to look really, really cool. How much were you? You were, let's see, oh, this is the £1 one, so this is £1, and I really like it, and it's definitely warm enough to wear now, like even with just a wee black vest up under it, you could wear that now for sure, and it's long enough to wear. It's got like the split up it. It's going to look really nice with leggings and boots, and that wee jacket on over it will be warm enough to wear now. So I'm trying to do better. I always see stuff, and like if I see it and it's absolutely, I try and shop for the season instead of just having a whole stock of stuff waiting for the next season. But it is nice to get like some stuff for the next season, so you've got some stuff to like be excited about. But then it's kind of boring at the time because you're sitting with stuff you can't wear. So I try to kind of shop for the season, but if I see something amazing, I always pick it up. Like if I see something really that I really like, I'll pick it up. This is 90. These were 99 pence, and these are weird also. Where are you from? These are from, it says Dash. I've heard of that before. I have heard of that brand before. I don't know that. I think it's from the Chad shop, not as in like, I don't know if it's an online thing or whatever, but I have heard of it from the Chad shop. So these are like a, I'm going to call these like, they're like kind of like cord, but a very thin kind of cord. So I'm going to call these like a fancier tracksuit bottom, because that's what they're like. So they've got a very elasticated waist, so super comfy, tick. They're in a kind of burgundy colour, tick. They're really everything that I like. They're like loose and flowy, so very much like they kind of look velour on camera, but they're not. They're like they're definitely not velour, because I don't like velour. But they're, I don't know, they're like ribbed, like a sort of cord, but they're thinner than a cord, so they're like more movement in them than a rigid cord. And they've got little pockets which make them more, you know, like a proper trouser, like I'm dressed of a day and this is a proper trouser I'm wearing and I'm not just kicking about in my jammies. So it gives them that look. It's got a little like metal detail on it that says I'm a little bit smarter than my pyjamas, but I'm kind of as comfy in my jammies. So I'm really looking forward to wearing these. I think they look awesome. I love kicking about in trackies, like in the house and stuff. And they are going to look a bit more put together than trackies, I think. Like I think you could actually wear that with like a little top and make it really cute. You could even wear it with like little black heels and a little black blouse or something and make it really cute. Or just wear it like lounging about. Anyway, I like it. This, oh, I just realised this I got. Oh, there's something inside here as well. This I got, there's something else and I forgot. There was a little flower thing I got. I do not know if it's in here. If it's in here, there's an ornament floating about there and it's likely to get broken. This I bought because it was vintage, it was Christmassy, I couldn't resist it. It was £1. I also bought, at the same time, I also bought a really, really tacky, like, inside was plastic Santa and little, like, Mr. and Mrs. Claus. And it was just so, it was so tacky I couldn't resist it. This was £1, and again, it's like kind of tacky and cute. It says, "A very Merry Christmas." And it's very vintagey and it's a little glove, and I've just realised that that's been in there and it's not. The globe I took out, but I must have forgot about this, so that is not made it this Christmas because it's not even been washed. It's still got the tag on it, but that'll get put away with the Christmas stuff and it'll get brought out again next year. But for £1 I couldn't resist it. I love Christmas, like I love vintagey Christmas stuff. I especially love tacky Christmas stuff. Now this wee guy was in a little glass cabinet of ornaments. I'm not a huge like ornament, like this kind of ceramic ornamenty person. I don't have a lot of that going on. But this wee face was just looking at me and I couldn't resist it. Then I realised it's actually like a salt or pepper thing, because it's got, like, if I take the tag off there, it's got like the little, you know, like plastic thing. What do you call this? Like, you know, the little plastic stopper thing for, it's it's a salt or pepper. I'm just taking the sticker off. Salt or pepper, not grinder. What is wrong with me? It's too late at night. Salt or pepper, like little thing, dispenser thing. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, it's for salt or pepper. It's got holes in its head. But look at the face. Like, I don't know if you're going to see it because the camera's trying to zoom in on my face. So if I hold that up there, can you see the little face? I could not resist this. Like, I couldn't. It's such a smiley little face that I know that every time, I think, I'm not going to use it for salt or pepper. I would maybe if I had the pair, but there was only one of these. So I think I'm going to sit it, I'm just looking at the shelf that I think it might end up on. But I think this is going to end up in my bedroom because that is just going to make me smile every time I look at it. It's just the cheeriest little face in the world, and it's got lilac in it and pink in it, and that's the colours of my room, and I just don't usually get ornaments, but I really, really like that one. Anyway, oh, this caught my eye on the way out the door, and I thought it had a kind of designery type look to it. It is, I do not, have I looked up the brand? This was, let me see, Lady Scarf, £1.50, and it is by the brand, I'll see if you've heard of it. I've not looked it up yet because all the stuff's been in there. Franco Laurenti. I'll show you that there. I don't know, I had never heard of it, but I thought it had that very like designery type vibe. It's all like bunched up where they had it like tied up. That shop's really good for, the one that I got this for, it was really good for handbags and shoes and stuff like that, and they arrange everything really nicely, and they had all their stuff hanging up. Now look at that, like, I'm going to just blank my face, but that is a lot of material. And look at the big tiger, it's very like tropical and also like a bit tacky but very holiday, and you could definitely wear this as a cover up on the beach. Like, that would cover you right up, or a little shawl or whatever. But I just think it would look really nice with a pop of colour, even in the winter, like round you as a scarf, just for something different. Like I said when I showed my Christmas canary yellow jacket, if you haven't seen that, you can watch the What I Got for Christmas thing, and I'm going to brighten everybody up. And this is, in fact, this might, is this got yellow in it? This has got a little bit of sort of yellow in it, so I could maybe even wear it with the bright yellow fur coat. Anyway, I just really liked that, and I thought it had that designery kind of look to it, which I don't know, it caught my eye. The print and stuff got my eye, like the leopard print. So there's that. And the next thing, right, I showed Mark this, and if you don't know who Mark is, Mark's my partner. Oh, he thinks it's hideous. He said, now a lot of things he'll see. Now I do dress weird, like not just now I'm like just wearing like what do you call it, t-shirt and a cardigan, so it's like not particularly a weird outfit. But I do sometimes have a day wear a pretty weird outfit, especially if I'm like going like to get together a night out. I especially like to ramp up the weirdness. But I do even on a daily basis wear, you know, like if I wear weird stuff. I like some weird things, and sometimes Mark will say, "Oh, that is awful," like that, Dan, really, that is awful. But then he'll see it on me and he'll say, "Actually, it looks pretty good." So I brought this out, and he's like, "Diane, that is hideous. I know you sometimes make things work. There is not a chance in hell you're going to make this work." So that is my challenge. Not that I'm particularly trying to impress him or anything, but because I like it, and I don't care whether he likes it or not. But my challenge is to wear this in such a way that he thinks looks good, and it is this. I know you're going to agree with him. I know that when you see this you're going to agree with him. This is actually a size 14, so I'm hoping it fits. It's got an elasticated waist, and look, the waist does not look very big. It doesn't look like a 14. I mean, it might stretch a body, but that does not look like a 14 waist. I think that's going to fit me fine. Okay, so do you see the print, and then this here, and then it sort of kind of kicks out a little bit at the bottom, and it's not an exact pattern, like there's a design, it's not even an animal print, I don't think. It's just a whole mix match of different, it's almost tribal, almost, you can kind of almost see animal print if you kind of look hard, but not quite. There's just a lot going on here with browns and blues and greens and blacks and whites, and I just think I'm kind of thinking this with like high top black and white Vans and some sort of, I don't know, like black t-shirt and denim jacket. That's the idea that's in my head, but I love this. And I am going to do, seeing as I'm not able to do so much of the like what I wore, not what I wore videos, that is what I'm going to try and do. No, it's not so much able to do, I can't always do the what do you call it, like try on hauls like just now. So if I'm showing you this stuff, I can't actually try it on because I can't stand up for that length of time all at once. Like here I look fine and I look like there's nothing up there, but if I was to stand up I would be sort of like Quasimodo, like over a wee bit. So they're not so easy to do now, but what I was wanting to do is do like when I do wear my weird outfits, or when I put my stuff together that I've got from the, especially like stuff I've got from the charity shop, is to do wee videos of like what I wore. Now I'm not going to do what I wore in a week, because I'm not going to lie to you, sometimes I just kick, like I said, I just kick about in trackies and a t-shirt, and that would be boring to watch. But just have a little compilation of like what I wore videos when it's like interesting and, you know, weird and or awful stuff like this, depending on your opinion of it. You know what I mean? Like just like, I'd like to do that because I like watching other people's ones of those, and I thought that it would be like an interesting one to do. Anyway, that's my, I don't know how that got in there because that's my bauble. Yes, that was my thought. I can see something glaring at me, and it is again super tacky. This is, it's in the bag. This was $2.99. It says it's from limited edition, which I'm sure is Marks and Spencer's, and this is like a satiny. It looks like a jammy top, but it's not a jammy top, it's a shirt. Or if it was a jammy top, it's a shirt now. I'm pretty sure it's a shirt. It's not like, again, it kind of fits in at the waist, whereas jammies go more straight down. But I think this is gorgeous. It's so super silky. It's got a nice sheen off it. It looks vintage. It's definitely got that like really vintage look to it. I don't even know how old it is. It's a size 10. I just actually picked it up. I didn't actually check the size. It's a size 10, but I just think it looks vintage. I don't think it is, but Marks and Spencer's has really got that vintagey sort of silk jammy kind of sort of top thing going on. I really like that. It's very satiny. All the buttons are here, are they? Yes, they are. Didn't even check that. I was kind of in a rush by the end. So yes, anyway, love that. I think it's going to look really, really nice. Either just with jeans, casual, or dress. You can definitely dress that up for night out. I'm going to show you the tacky thing that's shining at me. So, I don't know how to explain this. Okay, I am aware that it's tacky. Very 80s tacky. This was $1.99. I couldn't resist it. So tacky, so 80s. It's got a chain detail here. The rope, obviously not leather, I'm pretty sure it's not leather. Yeah, like, it's not rope. Why am I saying rope? Like the thin sort of handle here like that. This is very like a disco bag you would wear to the discotheque in the 80s. Like it's chain up to there and then just like, I don't know what this material is, but like leathery material, gold, very gold, like very, very gold. But in the front it's got like 2 stripes of silver. So, oh sorry, I've got something, I think there's dust coming out that bag because I've got something itching my lip. So it's like very gold with the silver. It's very in your face. It's very like tacky in your face, and I like it. And I think on a night out, not that I'm going on any nights out. Oh, and this also came with it as well. This has got it says A and R on it. I don't know that this came with this originally, but whoever, wait a minute, what does it say? There's a little label. No, it doesn't say it. I literally do not know where this is from. There's nothing in it saying where it's from. But it had this little case in it. I think this is like a little glasses case. And it's a little gold one. I will keep this for my sunglasses in the summer. But yeah, so really, really tacky bag. But like if you were wearing a really like black kind of outfit, like going out outfit, how cute would that look with your little bag and it's bright and you're going to notice it, and it's just, I like it. I like a little bit of tacky and I like a little bit of vintage, and that is definitely both. And for $1.99 I couldn't resist it. I can't remember if I got any more handbags, and I put them in another. I did get handbags, and I actually put that should have been in with my handbag haul because I was kind of compiling all the handbags to do in a handbag haul, but that was sneaky one to get into this. So anyway, let me see what's next. Oh, just realised I got this for Mark. This was not meant to be in here. That was taking up a lot of room, making me think that I had a lot more stuff. I still have a lot of stuff because I can see it at the side of it, and now I need to wash it now that I've actually done this. So this is from, what does it say? misspapa.co.uk. This is $2.99 and it is a like army khaki, army, what do you call it, like combat kind of jacket. It's a little bit lightweight for just now, so probably more like spring. I suppose you could wear it just now if you had like a big chunky jumper on with it. What size are you? It says made in Italy. Oh, it says made in Italia. Oh, made in Italy, 100% cotton. Okay, so I don't know if this is maybe came from, well, it says UK on it, made in Italy, and then it says .uk. So I do not, it was made in Italy but sold by some English brand. But anyway, I do not, I've never heard of it, but it's really, really nice. They've got the sleeves turned up, but they can be turned down, but I think they would look cute turned up. I really like this. I love stuff in this combat-y khaki material. It's got big pockets. It's just really, I can see the person's rolled the sleeves up, and I like what they've done there. I think I will be doing the same thing. I think it looks nice like that, and you can cinch it in at the waist as well. It's got like the drawstring waist, and I just think, I think even now with like a big jumper you could get away with it, but it definitely would make a really nice like spring sort of jacket. Right, on to the next thing. Oh, another vintage piece. So this was actually in the men's section. I got Mark that jacket, and what was I saying? It was in the men's section, and but it's not men's, it's women's, because it says size 12, and it says this is vintage, and it says Great Britain size 12, so it's obviously a women's. And it was $1.99, and then it was marked down to 99 pence. So they must, I think they do that once they've had the stuff in the shop for like a long time. And it's Dax London, made in Great Britain, and it's got the very vintage sort of label on it like that, and it is like a flannel shirt. I just realised something, that this has got shoulder pads. I did not realise this had shoulder pads. It does have shoulder pads. These would be very easy to take out if you so wanted to take them out, but I think I might actually try them in with the shoulder pads and see what it looks like. I've got hairline shoulders, so a bit of shoulder enhancement might do me some good. It's basically just a little flannel shirt. My daughter actually got a shirt so similar, it made me laugh because she got a shirt and she said it was like a vintage shirt. She doesn't like child shop stuff, but yeah, she said she doesn't like it, and then when I get stuff and put it in my wardrobe, she take it out of my wardrobe. Anyway, this looks so similar to the one that she got, that she's paid stupid money for at like Urban Outfitters, and apparently that one was like vintage or made out of some vintage material, and I'm like, you realise I just got one for 99 pence and you just paid like 30, 40, 50 pence for a shirt that looks like the one I got for 99 pence. But she's not a huge fan of the Chad shop, don't know why, but I really like this. It's got wee cute buttons on it with the little, like, what do you call it, brand emblem on it. It's just a flannel shirt type thing. I'm going to try it with shoulder pads, but this shirt does not look like, to me, like the style that you would wear with shoulder pads. I'd probably roll the sleeves up. I think this would be cute as like a little cardi even in the summer. Like, obviously it'd look nice just now, it's kind of wintry colours, but I think it would look nice with like even just a vest top and this open over it in the summer. It looks like quite a small 12, it looks like it's going to be kind of neat. Anyway, there's that. I've not tried it on. I don't think I've tried anything of the stuff on. I don't think. Right, next thing is kind of like the other thing I got. This is in a UK size 16, so it's a bit bigger than I am. This was £2.49, but I really liked it. Love stuff that you can wear leggings over. Like, that is, I'm all about that. I love it. I would just live in leggings and big baggy stuff. I love it when I'm not in trackies. I love it. This is like my kicking about the house uniform. It's like big long tops and trackies. So it looks like a shirt, but it's just got a v-neck. It's got a collar and a v-neck, but it's got no buttons. So it's just like it's a tunic, like you slip it on. So it's like a top, but it looks like a shirt. I don't think it's got buttons. No, it doesn't have buttons, and it's quite wide, and it's got, I think it's got slits down the side, has it? Have you got slits down the side? Yes, it does, I think. Yes, it's got quite a big slit down the side, and it's got nice little buttons on the, nice little button detail. It's burgundy buttons on there, and this is my colours. I absolutely love these burgundy colours. This is more like an ox bloody kind of reddy maroony colour, but anyway, love these colours. It'll be super comfy. It feels really nice and soft as well, and it'll be nice and oversized to wear with leggings. Another vintage Christmas thing that I forgot, and it's not made it out this Christmas, but I'm sorry. I've already put the Christmas decorations away, but you'll make it out next year. It'll be fine. We'll bring you out next year. It'll be fine. We'll wash you up and we'll bring you out next year. This is a cushion cover. It's 99p. Now, the zip doesn't work on this, so I either need to get the zip replaced. I can do minor sort of sewing. I don't know if I can maybe fix it. No, I think it probably needs the zip replaced. Now, I can do minor, like, no, it's not going to fix. Anyway, I can stitch a button and stuff on, but I'm not going to attempt to put a new zip in it. To be honest with you, for all the time it's out, I'll probably just put a cushion in it and just like, I mean, it's at the bottom anyway, it'll just sit like that. Nobody will know, nobody will ever know. I could even just put like a couple of wee stitches in it there, and then the cushion won't fall out. It'll be fine, we'll make it work. But I couldn't resist it. For 99p, it's just, it's like this scene, and I don't get it, there's two Santas here, and then a Santa in a tree. I'm not really getting what's going on with this winter wonderland scene. There's two Santas on a sleigh, and one Santa in a tree, and I don't know, it's a bit weird, but very, very vintagey and a bit tacky, and I love vintage tacky Christmas stuff. Right, I think we're not onto the last stuff. We've got this and then another thing. I do not remember buying this at all. What are you? Do you remember this? Oh, okay. Completely forgot. I'm thinking this is somebody else has put like, oh, hold on, sorry. Oh, it's so dry in my mouth because I talk for so long. I really need to bring a drink up the next time that I do a video, because I talk for so long and my lipstick ends up all over the place and I end up dry. Anyway, yes, completely forgot about this. Like, completely forgot. This was £2.49, and it's so cute. It's from Zara, I'm sure it is. I remember it now. Completely forgot I got this. I think this is in a size 8, and I'm hoping it fits me because it kicks out at the bottom. Because on the top, I'm smaller on the top half than I am on the bottom half, if that makes, like, yeah, so like smaller on the top half than I am in the bottom half. But I kind of fluctuate a wee bit. I never used to. I always used to be the same size. But since taking this medication, sometimes I get really sick, and then it makes me feel sick, so I don't eat so much, and that's really making my face a weird colour look. Ooh, weird colour. Stop doing it. Has it? Anyway, this is, yeah, I'm hoping this fits. But also, I thought I would get away with it because I sort of hummed and hawed about this, but then look, super stretchy. So I'm like, yes, it's a size 8. And I might not be able to breathe a bit, but it'll be fine. I'll be able to breathe in this because it is exceptionally, there's loads of dust flying off that, I don't know if you can see that. It'll be exceptionally comfortable because it's super stretchy, and it's got like not a full pull in it because that chokes me a little bit, so it just goes up a little bit. It's very kind of plain but a bit vintagey looking, so it's like this nice green colour. It's not too short, it's got like a 3/4 length bell sleeve. It's just like I said, it's a bit vintagey looking. It's quite classy looking actually. It'd be really nice with a pair of black tights, and I just think this would be a nice thing to have in your wardrobe, because you could wear it with like woolly tights and a pair of boots, or you could wear it dressy, you know, if you were going out to dinner or something, you wear it with black heels. And I say that like I go out to dinner all the time. I don't, but you know, you could dress it up if you so chose. And I think, no, I knew it wasn't last thing because I said that. This is the last thing. These kind of things I always look for, and I usually look for them in the men's section, because normally the men's t-shirts and like band t-shirts and that kind of thing are normally better in the men's section than they are in the women's section. However, I did get this in the women's section. This was 99p, so couldn't resist it. It's very, very thin, like very thin, and I'm thinking of distressing it a wee bit more than it's already distressed. I don't know where this came from. It just says Jimi Hendrix, so I don't know if it's like, this says Jimi Hendrix. I don't know if it's like band merchandise or what, but it's so thin, like the material is so thin, and I'm sure that's a bit of paint on it there. Don't know if that's going to come off. Honestly, I don't really care. I like them distressed, so it doesn't bother me at all, but it does need a good wash because it smells pretty, like it's been up somebody's loft or something for ages, and it's very whiffy smelling, but I think this is just going to look so cool with a pair of jeans, or even like denim shorts in the summer, or whatever. In fact, that would even look nice with like that on open. Anyway, right, I'm done. I think I'm done. Am I done? Yes. So I'm going to go just now, and I will see you guys really soon. I was going to film a handbag haul after this, but I have been talking for so long, I think I might take a break and film that another day. But at least I got 2 videos out in a row. You're not seeing them in a row because there's like a week in between them. But I did do them in a row, and I'm sticking to my New Year's resolution of, you know, trying to be more consistent with the videos. So I'm trying guys. I'll do my best for you. I'll see you really soon. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.